Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for my Leos. Finally, I got it out. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want a personal reading, hit me up at jocelynlovely84@gmail. Okay, sorry. We're using the Black Moon Astrology cards. And I only have 4 that came out, but nonetheless, it's good enough info here. Okay, we have Taurus. I have one side of the spectrum, right? And if you take a look at this little sign here, it's like 2 ends of a spectrum, or 2 life paths. Just choosing one life path, right? Because you're going one way, right? Then you have Aries. Look at the way this animal is going. It's going this way, right? And then there's another life of the spectrum, of the side of the spectrum, right? It's almost as if you guys have 2 ends of self and you've explored both, or both sides were needed to be explored so that you can be more fulfilled, and there's more room for you to grow, more room for you to create, more room for you to make mistakes, right? So like, more room for you guys to make mistakes and not feel so burdened by the mistakes, right? Because there's just enough room here. But it also reminds me of 2 ends. Again, it's like 2 life paths, 2 different ways, 2 different routes. And no matter what route you take, it all leads back to like your life contract, right? And then 2, you get Mercury. This reminds me of like ego being fed, like your needs are being met. Because your ego's needs are being met, it's like, and it's not in a selfish, I need to, hurt people over kind of way. This is more of like, by you choosing you and standing firm with who you are or what's designed for your life path, and being unapologetic, it's like it's giving you needs. It's like your needs are met by your own self, and that's only made you just stronger. It's only making you stronger, better, faster, more equipped, more confident. And this type of confidence can be a little nerve-wracking with the people that you've been around, just because they're not used to that, or maybe they haven't gone through that specific, maybe they haven't had their own needs met, and so that's why they're struggling to kind of meet you there. So for some of you guys, it's almost as if you understand that these people that you're around, yes, they may not speak your language, they may not be anything like you, but let's say maybe back in the day, their approval meant everything to you, right? So you went above and beyond to make sure to let them know that, hey, I'm here, I'm needed, meet my needs, right? As in now, it's like you show up and it's like you don't need anyone. You can stand alone. You could literally be alone and everybody else has their own like group of friends, group of people, and you don't care because you don't need anyone. All right, the next cards are Aquarius and 5th house, creativity. This is Leo energy. But look, there's 2 characters, right? 2 characters of self, and it's polar opposites, right? When you talk about Aquarius and Leo, one is... one thinks of like the community, one thinks of like partnership, team building, right? And just having everybody's input, right? Whereas in Leo is, yes, it's also partnership and collaboration, but it's almost as if you can step up and be a leader here. Being creative, being open, being spontaneous is actually your Leo's way of showing up. Whereas in Aquarius just sits there, you see this character is just sitting there, it's not even doing anything, it's just watching. It's watching and learning as they go. It's almost as if some of you guys, again, because you spend so much time with sitting back and just being on your own, it's made you even more powerful. So that when you do come out and become even more creative, right? When you step into that Leo energy, it's for fun. It doesn't deter from your purpose. It's like you can go out there and be fun and be spontaneous and still come out victorious, right? It's like you could still validate your own needs and still be social, right? It's like you balance both. You can go out there and be friends with people who maybe aren't your favorite people, right? But this time it's like you don't let these people get to you. right? It's like you just come about way more stronger than you ever have. And I think that's causing a lot of people to kind of be a little worried around you, or scared around you, or intimidated around you, just because, again, they maybe had to have struggled so much to get here, right? Remember that saying that anybody who's really successful or just has that confidence, they don't ever deter you. They don't ever want to see you fail. They're actually the ones, 9 times out of 10, if they're real confident, they want you to be at their level, because they understand the statistics, right? The odds are stacked against you. So a person who's actually very disciplined and has learned to conquer their own demons, validate their own needs, right? Their ego, they know the discipline that it takes to get there. So they wouldn't wish that on anybody. So they would wish for you. It's almost as if you know to be allies with people, because it could be a very lonely world, competitive world. So here you are at both opposites of the spectrum, and it's like for some of you guys, it's too, you don't even care anymore about what life path you choose or what route you choose, because at the end of the day, you understand that it's all going to lead you to the lessons that need to be learned, right? That you need to learn, and it's also going to lead you to significant people that are going to just add to your life. Some of you guys have been alone for a very long time, so it's almost as if you needed to balance that, not going from being too isolated and alone, and then not being too codependent or needed upon people, right? So it's like there's perfect balance now, and it's like this is exactly perfect, because now when you feel overwhelmed by hanging out with people, you can just spend some time alone, recuperating, re-energizing yourself, right? Because you understand that that's what you need. You need that social battery to come right back up, right? But in order for you to do that, you may need to be on your own. Spending time on your own, healing and growing and just validating self. It's part of the journey, and I feel like you guys have found a really strong balance. Maybe you haven't seen it yet or haven't thought about it, but this is where you're at. And so it's a really strong position to be in. Because now blessings can come in, right? It's almost as if you know that nobody out there is going to save you, right? And you're not needing to be saved, right? You save yourself, you show up, you know when to socialize, and then whenever you're ready to leave, nobody forces you to do anything. You just do as you please. And so again, blessings can come in now because you're what is that word? Not that you're well handled, it's just you're just more balanced. Some of you guys are, at one point may have taken the fun part a little too seriously, right? Whereas now it's like you don't need to. Maybe you know that you're the secret sauce, you're the secret recipe, right? So blessings are going to come in. Good amount of people are going to come in that are just going to be, you're going to find this as a blessing. Whereas in before, maybe you thought if I meet this person, if I meet the right person, they're going to fix this for me. But now it's like, no, I'm going to meet people that are going to enjoy being around you, right? You're going to meet people that you're going to enjoy being around, and also just, again, with limits. You know your limits now, and that's really incredible. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I love you, my Leos. Take care.